Okay, the situation we're taking a look at now is very specific. I tried to flatten Leo, it didn't work. He's got double underhooks and he is threatening either coming up or getting back underneath me. And so now we're gonna counter much differently. As he gets pummeled double underhooks and sat up, I get to a situation where I can no longer collapse him. He's got my arms above where they need to be. So we are gonna counter him by walking ourselves up over his body. Let's take a look at this situation from butterfly guard passing. What the situation is specifically this. Leo makes double underhooks in a manner that I cannot contain, I cannot control. And so he is ready to begin some offensive maneuvers. So as he sits me up with double unders, I get locked out. My elbows are high, I cannot collapse him, I cannot get to the legs. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk his back on the floor. I'm literally gonna walk my legs and my hands with his back on the floor. Notice my head position, because this is what makes or breaks this pass. I am not in the same plane as his head. My head is above his. In a plane, it's almost a foot above his, okay? That's important. The second thing that's arguably the most important are what my knees do. My knees must squeeze. I gotta point my knees to the floor. Any type of leg pummeling requires our knees to be in line with our hips and in a straight line, more or less straight down from my hips. So if my knees are flared, my leg work or my leg pummeling is quite weak. So we're gonna press our knees in. What this lets me do is easily put my leg, flare my hip, and my foot or my shin is gonna go across both of his shins. That's important. I need to get both. Sometimes this happens with one nice swoop, sometimes it's with 1-2 because of the momentum, but I need one shin across both of his shins. Once you guys have this, you put the hook. I need an active ankle, active foot. When we put the hook, I'm gonna press straight down. Because of our knee squeeze, we get like a shin to shin type of press. His legs get sticky. And my goal is to press his right leg down to the inside of my quad. When that happens, I'm gonna be able to push his legs aside with my left leg, the inside of my left leg, and notice the position I land. I sit on him. This is very important that I sit on him and then take an underhook. I don't backstep. The problem with backstepping is his hips face me. He can now recover. So if I'm up over him and I have my shin to shin, but I simply backstep, you see he's powerful. Yeah, his legs recover, and I almost passed, but I didn't accomplish my goal. So I like to say, we rotate in space. I say like a rotisserie chicken. That sounds silly, but we rotate in space. We do not, boom, backstep. That's not gonna be what we want. So when we squeeze the knees, we get the shin to shin, I rotate in space. That way, his legs are pressed to the side. No more guard. Now my right arm underhooks both legs, and we're down on the cross-side position. In theory, quite an easy pass, and not that difficult if we have good knee pressure and good shin-to-shin work. So from the other side, double underhooks, we walk our opponent outside, knees tight, I hip flare and go shin-to-shin. We move the knee down. Now you'll see where his knee is. His knee, once it passes, there it is. Once it gets to the inside of my quad, that's as far as I want to go. I'm going to shift my quad aside, back step with my right leg, but remember, we rotate in space, and then we underhook the legs to make sure we end well. Remember, it's a rotation, like a corkscrew, not a back step. Back stepping, his legs will recover. Rotation, his legs will get kicked to the side. Key points of this pass, pretty simple, rather. My head must achieve a position well over his head. So my head must make it over his. Not over his in the same plane, above his head. Knees must squeeze tight, and we must rotate the hips to get shin over shin on both of his legs. We press the legs down. When we feel the knee go to the inside, we rotate in space, and we have a very, very nice pass that we call ladder.